Debilitating fears are self-imposed, which simply means that if you struggle with any type of fear within your life, it is imposed by yourself. Nothing from the outside made you have that fear. You convinced yourself of that fear. And when you're living out your life through self-imposed fears, you're living through a weak mentality. There's no strength within that. You're living within an avoidance of reality, basically. And just in a lot of cases, it's really not accepted for any man to be acting like that within society. Your world is not going to respect you as a man out there if you're acting off of those weaknesses internally from you, those self-imposed fears. Because if you're going to act out on that, physically, it's going to be quite apparent from any which way that you are acting out in fear and weakness. And who wants to respect anything that acts like that within life, that cannot stand up for himself, that cannot have self-confidence in itself, that almost looks like it's looking for a handout, that it's looking for something to live life for him. Now, every individual's type of fears, weaknesses, whatever you want to call them, are completely different from any other one. We all act out differently with situations. They can all be the same situation, but every one of us is going to interpret it a lot more differently and feel a lot more differently from it. And it's going to be a process a lot more differently to overcome it as well. But fears and weaknesses all creep into your life through the same type of way. It's very, very subtly in a lot of times. This is what people mean by when they say you have a buildup of fear within your life. As you just become weaker and weaker within your physical life, being so apparent that that's going on out there. This is why I express anything out there for a man that he needs to get done. He should not ever ask for any permission to take any action whatsoever going forth with it. Because the only actions that you want to physically take are only permitted by yourself. Nothing else permits that. So simply with permission, turn that into a mission for yourself. Because anything you want to create within your own individual life is a mission. That's how it should be treated. That is not a weak mentality taking upon a mission. A weak mentality is asking for permission. And I guarantee you can provoke yourself into doing that. Your world's going to respect you 10 times a lot more faster and quicker than you can ever imagine than it was once before. But now you have to get on to maintaining this. Maintaining the respect your world gives to you. How is it maintained? Because again, fears are incredibly subtle. You can keep thinking the same mantra over and over again, keep following the same type of thought, but something later, whenever, might just instantly tip you off center from that thought and gets you right back into those patterns of fears, which brings upon weakness, making you even weaker and weaker, building up on that fear till one day there's such a build-up, it diminishes everything you've thought before moving you forward. This is why a man needs to combat his life with his natural vim and vigor. Vim is simply having energy, being enthusiastic, being lively within your life, having vitality. Vigor, being vigorous, is good health, good well-being. And this is exactly how a man maintains his strengths within his life, how he conquers his missions within life, to overcome them, to defeat them, to create them, to fulfill them. And again, vim and vigor are natural feelings for us. We've been feeling it since we were born, brought onto this earth. It acts as a natural medicine for any guy out there within life. I'm not kidding. If any type of fear combats your life, tries to overpower you completely, add some vim and add some vigor into your life. You'll be quite surprised. You'll go through a complete healing process and completely generate yourself out there a lot more better. It cures weakness within life for a guy and creates strength for him. It gives him the strength to conquer missions. That's why I know that President John F. Kennedy expressed vim and vigor so vigorously throughout his presidency. It works. It truly does. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Don't ask your country for permission of what you can do. What can you do as your mission within your life, within your country? It's just so explicitly out there with his messages most of the time. So guys, if you're feeling any type of debilitating fear overcoming you that is provoking weakness projected out into your present reality, medicate yourself with some Vim and Vigor.
Saint Perigine, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.